there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never ventured to my sector of the universe before, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And for those who are returning, thank you so much for joining me for another weekly. For those of my subscribers, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, please click on the red rectangular button that says subscribe to help support this channel and to help this community grow. Also, if you like the messages that you're seeing, go ahead and illuminate that thumbs up button to help with the channel as well. All right, so one quick thing before I get into the reading, just keep in mind, take what resonates and discard the rest. Not everything has to fit, but I will say if something's tugging at you and it might be a little bit where there's some work to do, put your ego aside. Divination is to help you in your spiritual growth. This is what I do this for. So it's all about becoming your higher self. So just keep that in mind, and you don't have to force everything. If you're confused, if it doesn't fit, if it's not your situation, don't force it. Also, if it's not happening right now, it could have already happened, or it's going to happen sometime in the future. If it's not sitting with you right now, it could be very well be preparation for you for whatever is coming your way, and you are better prepared for it. So also, if you would like a personal reading to help you with your spiritual growth, the information for all that stuff is in the description box. I have direct links to popular readings of mine in case you are interested. So with that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for being here. I am so happy you're here to join me for a weekly. What we're going to do is we're going to see what the overall theme is for this week. Let me fix the stand. What your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on, and what you need to avoid. Stick around to the end so that we can see what is coming towards you with regards to love. And you'll get to ask a question where you will get an accurate answer from the angels, all right? Also, I highly recommend checking your moon and rising signs to get additional guidance for what is coming towards you in the coming week, the coming month, whenever these energies are occurring for you, okay? All right, Scorpio. What is the overall theme for Scorpio for this week? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. What is the overall theme for Scorpio for this week? Oh, look at that. I haven't had this card come up yet since I've been doing this. I'm doing a mermaid theme, by the way. If you haven't seen these readings before, was told, guided to do a mermaid theme. I'm a huge water person, so I love the water. So I got excited to pull out all my mermaid decks and do a mermaid theme tarot for the summer at least. Anyway, Scorpio. Divination. Prophecy, fate, destiny, future, fortune. I think I know where this is going already. Oh, sounds like what I was trying to tell Cancer about in the Cancer reading that I just did. This is a beautiful card. All right, Scorpio, some of you may actually have to start doing divination as part of your career, as part of your life's work. I'm getting that for some of you. I'm hearing from somebody here, you're like, what? Divination, like tarot? Seriously? No, I couldn't get into that. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to do it. Like, what good is that going to bring me? It's not going to bring me any money. This is really weird. This is for someone out there, or a couple of you. Some of you have been getting these little inklings or messages where you need to be, hey, either doing more divination, which is also tarot for yourself, or for others, or both. This is also about finding your destiny, your fate. There's prophecies. You probably are seeing something. Maybe for some of you Scorpios, I forgot what the plural is. It escaped me. I'm seeing for some of you, you're getting these downloads and insights, kind of like the High Priestess, maybe Hierophant. You're getting these epiphanies about what it is that you need to be doing with your life. Things that need to change, things that are going to bring you more fulfillment, kind of finding your Holy Grail, your Ace of Cups. This is really finding your future fortune, like the Wheel of Fortune. This is you being led down a path to where it's going to bring you that fulfillment, that fortune that God is leading you towards. Some of you are getting heightened psychic abilities. Excuse me, there's something going on in my throat for whatever reason. Yeah, it looks like, God is leading you towards like a career, your life's purpose, and reading tarot, and doing some sort of spiritual work, using your intuition, your psychic insights, your abilities, whether it's, why am I saying codependency? It's, what are those words? I can't get it right now, guys. I'm sorry. It begins with their C's, where it talks about definition. Clear cognizance. Thank you, Spirit. Clear audience. Clairvoyance. There we go. I got them. Thank you, guys. You are starting to realize that you have these abilities. There are a few of you here who are like, you're starting to realize this, and things are starting to happen. Maybe you're predicting things for yourselves or for people, and they're manifesting, they're happening, or you're realizing it's like, oh my gosh, it's like I could see things, I hear things, and it's actually coming true, type of thing. Some of you are a little bit afraid of it. Some of you are like, there's no way. Like, I have these abilities. Some of you may be seeing too much, hearing too much, and some of you are thinking, I really don't like doing this. This is too much. Why do I have all these abilities? You were blessed with these abilities, Scorpio. If this is resonating with you, again, this is a general reading. Don't force things if it's not your story. You are really being called to utilize these gifts. And for a lot of you Scorpios, this is really about you tuning into this. And I'm hearing again from my angels, you are being led towards a path in doing this as a career, as your job, building a business that deals with this, kind of like what I did. And I used to be a systems engineer. So this is a huge turnaround for me. And I know a lot of people that I work with that, well, not everybody knows, but I know my family was like, what the hell just happened? Some of my closer friends are like, what? You go from being an engineer to this? This is my calling. Yes, I thought it was crazy too, but once I started doing exercises and really kind of not playing around with my psychic abilities, but testing things and trying things out, doing test cases, I was like, holy shit, how was I able to pick that up? I started reading other people without cards, and they're saying, how could you possibly have known that? I picked up on things that were so secretive. It's like they never told anybody, but I was able to pick it up. They're like, there's just no way. And that's kind of like where you're at, Scorpio. For some of you, not for all of you. And you're thinking, is this even going to be lucrative? Is this even going to is this the right path for me? If you're being called, Scorpio, to do this, don't fight it. Don't resist it. Kind of like Five of Wands energy. maybe Seven of Wands, being a little bit defensive. You're like, no, I gotta fight. I can't. I don't really think this is my path. But if you keep having these epiphanies and you keep getting these messages and these downloads from the heavens, from God, it's like this is your calling, Scorpio. You could feel out the fate of others. You could feel out the fate of yourself. You have the power to connect to the divine, to God, to the higher realms. Others of you may very well be star seeds as well. Okay? You've got some special powers, Scorpio, and some of you really need to start tapping into that. The answers you seek are already within you. You got to follow and trust that. That is your gut. When you're hearing and following your gut, that is divine. That is God leading you to where you need to be. Maybe you're going to be getting a lot of dreams, a lot of visions, even more so than you are now. For some of you who aren't getting them, it's coming. You're going to get a lot of stuff, and you're probably you might wake up in the middle of your sleep, like what was happening to me when my abilities, really skyrocketed. And they were leading me towards all these things, telling me what I needed to do, specific dates, specific circumstances. I was, seeing things that were happening before they happened. And quite honestly, I was doing this when I started when I was about 10, but I paid no mind to it. I had a lot of visions and I had a lot of dreams. I even had a dream about, and I don't want to bring this up, but about the Twin Towers falling on 9/11. I actually had a dream about that when I was 15 years old. I had dreams about seeing myself in high leadership positions well before they even happened. I even envisioned the exact apartment complex that I was moving to when I moved from Florida to Virginia to start my career as an engineer, like stuff like that. And it's like, what? What is this? And then when I started realizing what my true calling was, especially with dealing with divination and psychic abilities and having access to Akashic records and things like that, I was like, oh, apparently I've had this all the time. I have very special gifts, and so do you, Scorpio. And some of you are being led to start working with these gifts, not only to help you along your journey, but to more importantly help others. And whatever signs and synchronicities and dreams that come to you, pay attention to those. They're really trying to get you to see things clearly, kind of like Ace of Swords, like aha moments, right? Oh my gosh, now I'm realizing what it is, what my truth is, what I need to be doing. Wheel of Fortune starts appearing, their fate, your destiny. You are destined to practice your spiritual gifts, your psychic gifts. And don't be afraid of them, because I know other people, I still have judgments and stuff, but it's like, I don't care. This is my calling. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is way better than the 16-year career as an engineer that I used to do, hands down. This is where my holy grail, what my holy grail had in it. That was my ultimate fulfillment. And now every day I feel blissful. I'm excited to do this work. I'm harmonious in my environment, kind of like King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. I'm self-sufficient. I'm no longer codependent on people and things. It brings a lot of stuff when you are really honing in on your skills and trusting that these abilities and these gifts that you've been given can bring you so many more things that you can never think were actually ever possible. So pay attention to your dreams. I'm seeing High Priestess. I'm seeing Queen of Cups. Empathic people here too. There's a gift with that as well. Being able to feel others and have compassion for others and helping them along their journeys, because some people have a hard time with their emotions and their feelings and having compassion for themselves and things. So this is really about you starting to follow this path. But a lot of you this week are most likely getting a huge amount of visions and dreams and downloads from the higher realms. So again, pay attention to these messages that are going to be coming in if they aren't coming in already. Oh my God. This is really awesome, Scorpio. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Telepathy, nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, mind reading. Oh my gosh. See? Your telepathic skills are augmenting this week to the 10th degree, I was just told. You guys are really going to be learning how to work with the energies in the 5D, especially with communicating to others in the 5D. Maybe you have a counterpart, this is for some, not all, where you are going to be really speaking more telepathically to each other. And this is huge because when you feel the energies of each other and you're able to speak to each other in the 5D realm, that is very, very, very powerful. And this is what Spirit is guiding you towards, because they are going to give you these signs and synchronicities. You're going to be getting these upgrades, these downloads this week, or whenever you watch this, and your psychic abilities are going to be heightened. They're going to move to the next level. Like Three of Pentacles, learning new skills, being able to do this type of work. And here's the heart here with these two mermaids. And yeah, I'm seeing two, I'm looking at twins for this. Maybe some of you are like counterparts, twin flames. And this is you really starting to learn how telepathy works. And it's not just with mind reading, it's also with just energies. You're going to feel shifts in your person. You're going to feel shifts with people in your family and friends and your own life. And you're going to be trusting that. And you're going to be more trusting of your intuition, your gifts, your insights, all of the above. Nonverbal communication is way more potent than verbal communication. Communication in the 3D, I kid you not. Just wait. It's hard for me to explain because I've been able to do this. And it's really powerful when you're able, and I've been able to read minds of people just walking down the street. I've heard some crazy stuff. Some stuff just made me laugh, and I'll share it with my son. He's like, oh my God, Mom, really? I said, yeah. And it's crazy. And sometimes you will pick up on things, I won't lie, that could be very heartening, disheartening. But when that happens, you send out prayers to that person that you just passed, that you put up negative energies on, or you read something negative in their minds, that type of thing. Don't let that get you down. There's a reason why I'm saying this. For some of you, you may run into this, or you're already doing this right now, or it's going to happen more often this week. And you're going to feel these hits. Some of them will be very high vibrational. Some of them will be very low vibrational. When you're dealing with the low vibrational stuff from other people, especially with the empaths here, don't let that get to you. Just clear your energies, send them blessings and healing energies, and be on your way. And yeah, with these energetic pulses too, again, this has to do with leveling up spiritually, you know, and your spiritual gifts will be heightened this week. So prepare for this. Some of you may be losing sleep over this, like Knight of Swords, because of what's going on. You may be waking up more between the hours of 3 and 5 in the morning. And when that happens, that's when you're really getting these downloads and insights from your guides, your angels, the spiritual realms, the higher realms. Pay attention to what is being told to you. There's a huge leveling up here that I am sensing, and it's pretty big for you guys. There's a massive upgrade for a lot of you who are watching this. And don't be afraid. Make sure that you get your rest. If you have plans on doing something, you know, they're telling me right now, with this is happening for you, Scorpio, they're telling me to tell you to clear your schedule. If those of you who are working, take a day off, take more naps, take more sea salt baths, go for more walks around nature, go fishing, go boating, whatever it is that brings you peace and solace and comfort, that makes you tranquil, right? Like 6 of Swords energy, find peace, tranquility, Temperance card. Balance those energies out because you're going to need it. Because I know what I would be going through my upgrades. It was a lot. I'd be losing, you know, I'd wake up in those hours and just try to get some rest, but know that it will pass, and just do things for yourself. If your body's telling you to rest, listen to it, okay? Some of you may be working more with, I was talking about star seeds, right? Some of you may be working more with the galactic realms, right? As opposed to the angelic, or maybe all of the above. So make sure that you, I just lost my train of thought. I was channeling so much, it's just like, poof. Wow, that was weird. I don't even know what I just said. This is really bizarre. Okay, so yeah, take your breaks, get that rest. They're telling me again, you guys are leveling up pretty hard this week. And for some of you, this may also be dealing with you having, you know, issues with speaking clearly to others, speaking your mind, speaking your truth. This is going to kind of help you try to communicate with others, or even communicate with the higher realms, but doing it from an energetic standpoint, right? Using telepathy to communicate with others, with the higher realms, that type of thing. Just know that you have these gifts and they want you to use them. You've been blessed with these for a reason. You may also very well be communicating with animals, or that skill is increasing. Some of you may be doing work with actually healing animals, or getting information, insights, and downloads from nature, from the animal kingdom type of thing. And they're going to give you a lot of other insights and things. I know for me, I would actually start feeling things from animals when I walk by. I remember there was this baby duck. It's like he or she got lost, and the rest of his family walked past me, and the baby duck was like frantically, I could feel it. It was the weirdest thing, you guys. I was walking around a lake, and the baby duck was frantically looking around. You could see the duck head moving from left to right like a million miles an hour, walking in a zigzag pattern. And you know what I did? I telepathically told the duck, I said, look to your left. Your family is over there. And you know what? The duck actually walked to the left and walked in a straight line. And I felt the happiness from this. Again, this is weird that I'm telling you guys this, but there's a reason. I felt the happiness from the duck when I telepathically told the duck to go in this direction to find his or her family. And once I stopped in my tracks and I watched the baby duck head towards the family, and the baby duck felt at peace. It's weird because I'm getting emotional about it. I felt the peace that this baby duck felt, because he or she was panicking because they didn't know where the family went. And I was thinking that baby duck is going to be very different from the rest of his siblings. But it's like stuff like that, you know, and I was not expecting that. It's things like that, Scorpio, that you will start to find yourself in the middle of, and it's going to be wonderful. Okay, so just get ready, because these things are advancing for you, and don't be afraid of tapping into these energies. And this is also going to help you tell others about your experiences and help you to better communicate in the 3D. And you're not going to have fears, if you do have fears about speaking up in the 3D, right? You're going to really start to learn how to speak in the language with energy. And this is very, very awesome to be able to do. Okay. There's that with all of that stuff in my duck story. Okay, so let's see what you need to focus on for this week. What is it that Scorpio needs to focus on for this week, please? And thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What does Scorpio need to focus on for this? What? I said Hierophant. Wow. Okay. Some of you are in a spiritual connection. Could be like counterpart, twin flame. This is you focusing on that direct line of communication with God. I did channel this card. This is you focusing on what's true to yourself, your true beliefs. Letting go of that programming, writing your own story. I was talking about how your experiences with your telepathic abilities, your psychic abilities, you're going to be writing a book about it possibly. Some of you are going to be speaking up about, you know, these epiphanies you've had, the visions that you've had, and how it helped you in your journey, something along those lines, about writing your own story and sharing it with the world. Some of you are going to start learning how to level up again with not only your psychic gifts and your spirituality, finding your true spiritual path, but also learning how to share it with the rest of the world. This is also some of you dealing with a counterpart connection, a spiritual connection, where it's very divine in nature, and this journey that you're on is helping you to be closer to God, to go out in nature and meditate more. And I guess I was talking about the duck story for a reason, because when I go out into nature, you know, I do kind of level up, and it helps me to balance, it helps me to ground, helps me to recalibrate. And then I gain insights in messages from nature. And that whole duck story, I didn't say it for a reason, because with the Hierophant will go out into nature too and meditate. And that is his best place for him to go out there and connect to the higher realms, to connect specifically to God, himself, herself, however you want to call it. And really being in tune with understanding what the meaning of life is. Not being so traditional with what you're told based on your programming from the outside world, from the 3D world, from family, friends, jobs, whatever this is. This is also you learning how to be able to get those downloads and insights, channeling messages, channeling insights and visions and dreams from your guides, your ancestors, your angels. Again, the galactic family, Pleiadians, Sirians, Arcturians, some of you are some of those with the starseed family. And you're really going to be focusing on learning how to utilize what you download from the heavens, from the higher realms, the galactic families, into your own practice, into your own life, in turn to help others. Okay, again, this is you writing your own story, not conforming to what society tells you. Again, I'm seeing for some of you, you may very well be writing a book, or maybe you're in the middle of writing a book about this, or you've been contemplating it. If you've been contemplating it, Scorpio, Spirit is saying to get on that, like now. All right. Don't be afraid of what everyone else is going to say. And I know there's been a lot of hits with spiritual people, especially on social media, where they're getting shadow banned and their channels are being deleted and things like that. Whatever this is, don't be afraid of that, because that's the dark coming in. The dark never wins. We have to stay in the light. So be mindful of that if that resonates with you. So the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. There's some disappointments here. There's some misunderstandings with, maybe you're conflicted with what religion has taught you. I was raised Catholic, and divination was a no-no. Tarot was a no-no in Catholicism, right? And I did have a little bit of a complex with this, because my family is still very Catholic, and I know, like, I think my mother is the one who has, like, she still has some reservations about what I'm doing. She's opening up to it a little bit more, but everyone else is kind of more understanding. They're starting to really better understand. Some other people are like, what the hell are you doing? You know, it's the devil's work. It is not. It is not. I mean, honestly, if it was the devil's work, I mean, I probably would be having a really shitty life right now. If I was in alignment with the devil, for sure. That's what I truly believe. But I'm not. I'm living like the best life that I've ever lived in. And I'm 41 now, but it's never too late to kind of do these things, right? So some of you are having these misunderstandings and you're conflicted with what you've been taught in religion. And I don't know, that's why I was saying, I was channeling, I don't know if I should be doing this. This doesn't sound right. Other people are going to be like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing that. Again, Scorpio, if you're being called to do this, you feel it in your gut, this is your path. That is God leading you to where you need to be. You can't go wrong with that. Let go of those belief systems based on what you've been taught, whatever religion you might have been or you are. Let go of people trying to dictate how your life should be. This is you really, again, writing your own story and really learning on your own what true life is, what true love is, what the divine love is, who God really is, and how this world really works, because we are all on a matrix. And some of us are still not have awakened, and a lot of those unawakened people are really falling further into an abyss, and God doesn't want that for you. Some of you are like afraid where you may be, there might be some loss of friends or family or loss of something. If you follow this path, you're not going to lose everything, Scorpio. If you're resonating with this part, you're going to gain so much more. But I will tell you, I did lose a lot of friends, okay, when I transitioned into this path. But you know why that was? When I was really looking at it and analyzing it, I'm no longer in alignment with them. Some of them are still very low vibrational. Everyone is still tied to the 3D world. I'm no longer tied to the 3D world. I'm no longer bound by the chains of the devil. And God said, I am pushing these people out of your life now so that the more like-minded people could come in. I'm not drawing in the people who are going to be following my path or following a similar path. Those I'm leading to help along with their journeys. Those people who understand more about what spirituality is and who've broken away from the conformities of this planet, of the programming, what's been traditional, what we were led to believe. This is you finding your own beliefs within yourself, what you know is true for yourself. And not giving in to being afraid of this loss. Some of you may be like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I'm torn because of what I was taught and what I'm being led by God. Let me tell you, I am one of those people who was torn about that. Again, I was raised Catholic and I went to church all the time. I read the Bible in its entirety when I was 15. I was very devoted to the Catholic Church, but then I was still unhappy. I had an unhappy marriage and I was married in a Catholic church, all of this stuff. And I said, this makes no sense. And that's when God, it hit me. It's like, Jess, there's a lot of false beliefs here. And I'm not knocking on the religions because all the religions have something valuable to bring to each and every one of us. It's not having that tunnel vision and being like, oh, this is this and that is that, and this will happen if you don't do this, that type of thing. Right? I'm not knocking on that. Again, my family's still Catholic. I respect that. It's a matter of respecting that. But I pulled away from it because God was showing me something completely different. And I was led to follow what I was being called to do and to embrace my spiritual gifts and not give a shit about what anyone thought about that. And there's huge liberation and freedom when you do that, Scorpio, because you are no longer tied to what everybody else tells you to do. When you do what you know is right for you, you're free as a bird. You're no longer caged up. And a lot of people will live the rest of their lives in a cage, not knowing that they are in a cage. So don't give in to this. And for others of you, you are in separation with a counterpart. I was talking about that. It's an illusion. That's why that God wants you to connect more with God, connect more with nature, level up your gifts because you have gifts to show to the world, to share with the world. And they want you to telepathically communicate more with your counterpart. I'm telling you, when I've been doing that, it's like the energy between us gets stronger every single day. Every day. and my gifts have elevated. My ability to read and to channel and to do automatic writing and all these things has leveled up. And it's amazing. And people come back to me saying, holy shit, how did you know this? And, your intuition is like amazing and all these other things. It's like, this is so inspirational. That's exactly what you guys are being called to do too. People are going to be like, wow, look what that person, look what Scorpio has been through, and look what they broke away from, and look at what they did when they followed their heart. It's exactly what God is trying to get you guys to do. And if you are in a counterpart journey, don't give in to the 3D world. This is not about communication verbally. Don't seek validation from that if you are in a counterpart connection. There is strength in the energetic, spiritual aspect of this connection. It is more powerful than what you could ever see in the 3D world. We're now going to see what you need to avoid. What is it that Scorpio needs to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. When I talk about leveling up, you guys, like the readings for this week have been wow. I've been wowing myself. It's insane with the channeling. 6 of Cups, don't get stuck in the past. Bottom line. Some of you are being nostalgic about the past. Some of you are like wishing you can go to the past, because especially for some of you who are starting to realize these gifts and things are changing for you. Some of you are breaking away from the old religions, from what family has taught you, what society has taught you. And you're like, man, this is hard. And I'm scared of these changes. Kind of like this fear, moon card, devil card. I have a fear of letting go of the 3D world and tapping in more into the higher spiritual realms. It's a huge transition, guys. Like the death card, it's profound change. It's a huge transformation that some of you are about to embark on. Some of you are already in the middle of, right? So don't give in to being nostalgic about what once was or how things were in childhood. This is also about doing the inner childhood healing and the programming that was done to you as a child. This is about you breaking away from that. They really don't want you to get caught up in the past, especially if you're dealing with a counterpart and you're reminiscing about how things started, how everything was blissful and honeymoonish and air bubbly and whatever, right? Fun loving and having a good time. Look at these kids are having fun. They're being silly. They're enjoying things. But, when you are leveling up, Scorpio, and your life is transitioning to something that is bigger than you ever thought possible, this can happen. I went through the same thing too. I was like, why couldn't I have just stayed like everybody else in the 3D world? And then now I'm realizing, dude, I don't want to be there. So many people are caught up in fear, uncertainties, illusions, being controlled by governments, by other people, still in the programming. I was talking to my parents about this when I was on vacation last week. And I said to my dad and my mom, too many people have lost the ability to think for themselves. God doesn't want that for you. And when they're leading you away from the herd, away from everyone that is doing the same thing, they are trying to save you from that control. Essentially, the heavens control us, but we control how we react to things and to people and to the world. Not allowing the 3D world to control us, like the devil binding us with those chains. You're being called to do something else, to be pulling away, and they're giving you these insights and these downloads to get you away from that and to start heading more towards a spiritually guided life. And when I realized this, I said, I am so glad that I didn't give up and I didn't keep myself stuck and controlled by the devil. Because the freedom that I have now, knowing that I'm protected by God, that I'm provided for by God, is bigger than anything I could have ever imagined. And the freedom that I have now in my life is incredible. And this is exactly what God wants for you, for so many people. But it's really up to you, Scorpio, whether you want to live a life where you're in a cage or you live a life where you're free to go about anywhere you want. You're free to move about the cabin. But it's not just being free to move about the cabin. You can fly anywhere. And nobody will clip your wings. And nobody will shoot you down. Because it's not going to happen. You won't allow it. You will be so free and so strong, you won't allow it. So don't give in to nostalgia, what happened in the past, wishing that things were how they were as a kid, whatever life was in the past. This is a huge leveling up for you. Don't fight it. And with a counterpart, you gotta let go of the past. This is you moving to a different phase of your life. 5 of Cups. No sadness, no 5 of Cups energy. No sadness about the past, no grief. This is lower vibrational. You lower your vibration, you attract lower vibrational things. You gotta elevate your vibration. You haven't missed an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to level up and to grow. I'm also seeing the 4 of Cups with this. Or the 5 of Wands. You have support here. Maybe you need to be like more, it's like the animal kingdom like I was talking about. They're going to give you some more solace, some comfort here. Maybe some of you need to get a pet. I did that 2 summers ago. And it's helped me greatly because I've been by myself for a while. My son's gone on vacation with my side of the family and it's just me. I don't have anybody here. But I have my guides and my angels and I have my cat. She keeps me company. And I have my work. And I do things to continue to make sure my vibration is elevated. Spirit doesn't want you to be sad about the past, to be sad about this major transition that you're undergoing. You are supported, especially by God. You are supported by like-minded people. You are supported by the people in the higher realms. You're not alone. And I'm getting, again, a lot of you have to find some, I'm getting, again, getting a pet. Whatever pet, it could be a pet fish even. I don't know about a pet seal. That'll be a little bit challenging to attain, but you get my point. Don't focus on the cups that are down there, the spilt milk. Things that have happened in the past. Something didn't go well. You thought something would turn out, and it didn't. There's disappointment in there again. Don't be disappointed. There's no true loss here. There is loss if you believe that it is a loss. This is a gain, really, as ironically as that sounds. You haven't lost anything, Scorpio. But sometimes we have to lose things to gain things. And the things that we lose are the things that no longer serve us. It's to open up new possibilities for us to grow, for us to level up. So don't be in this energy. No sorrow, no grief, no disappointments. If there is a rejection of some sort, something happened, there's for a reason. Rejection is protection. I had to learn that the hard way. And now I know when things don't go a certain way, I know automatically that that's not where I'm supposed to be headed towards. There's a reason for everything. And that bigger things will come. Okay. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, wow. Feeling left out in the cold. Change. This is a church here, so I'm really thinking this is talking about you guys are losing your religion, like the REM song. And some of you are being shunned out by people because some of you have already started this process. Like, again, You feel isolated, you feel like conflicted because people are giving you the cold shoulder. It happened to me, guys. But I'm telling you, I'm doing this now, and you could probably tell by the sound in my voice, it's like I don't do monotone readings because I love this work. I've always loved helping people. I used to counsel people at 3 o'clock in the morning in college in the hallway on weeknights, okay? People would come to me, and it was like, why are they coming to me? But it's because I had these gifts, and I just felt people, and I was able to counsel them, and they would be like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better, right? There's a purpose for you here that's bigger than you can ever imagine. And some of you are feeling shunned out. You're feeling left out of the cold. You may very well have been left out of the cold by your counterpart. If you are in a counterpart connection, okay? A divine counterpart connection. A light counterpart, as I call it. Don't give in to that. Again, there's no loss here. This is you seeking help. You're not alone. I was talking about this. You're not alone, Scorpio. Speak. Seek help from a spiritual community. I have a spiritual community, a forum in my mobile app. If you feel compelled, there's a bunch of us going through journeys of life, all walks of life, and we're helping each other to level up and to get through these, because a lot of people do not understand what we're going through. So I would highly recommend, all you have to do is sign up at capellawellness.com. The information's in the description box below. You're going to find a family there of like-minded people. You're not alone. You can seek help through my community, my light counterpart community. You'll get an email with the link to private access to the app, and then either you request to be part of the light counterpart community or it automatically happens. I don't remember which. Either way, you are going to be welcomed either way. Seek out help with like-minded people. Some of you are quote unquote losing your religion. This is like, oh my gosh, I feel so left out right now. I'm torn because I used to be part of this religion. I used to be living this type of life, and now things are changing, and it does seem foreign to you, but wait until you've completed all of this work and you get to where I'm at, where you have this bliss like 10 of Cups with helping others on their journeys. There's no woe is me. You're not alone. Don't have self-pity. It's a tough journey. These 5 pentacles here, they're all organized. They're all balanced. There's change that needs to happen here. Changing the way you think about religion, the way you're changing the way you think life should be. And life is not meant to be lived alone. It is not. And if you've been left out of the cold by someone, rejection is protection again. They want you to get closer to God. That is the purpose here. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles. Keep going. Be persistent. Keep focusing on setting goals for yourself. It's a long journey, guys, but it's a very fruitful and prosperous one. This guy always gets to his destination. He may be the slowest knight in the tarot deck, but he knows what he's doing, as long as he's not in the reverse. He focuses on his Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. He knows that if I do the hard work, I'm going to have this new beginning. I'm going to be prosperous. I'm going to have a fresh start. And it's going to be a completely new life for me. He's very diligent, very dedicated and committed. He's loyal to what it is that he seeks, he puts his mind to, what he's seeking in life. And he's seeking that Ace of Pentacles, that fresh start, that new beginning. abundance, prosperity, stability, security, financial security. Some of you are talking about, I was saying, doing divination, utilizing your psychic abilities and building a business out of that. Make your plans, set your goals. It may take a while, but you're going to get there. And you will reach that Ace of Pentacles because you're focused on that ace right there. It'll come to you. Just stay dedicated to yourself and to your goals and your aspirations. Please clarify the Six of Cups. Wow, that was fast. Justice. You need to be more balanced. Some of you are afraid of the truth. Some of you are seeking karmic justice if you're dealing with a counterpart. It's why you're saddened about the past. Wishing things were back in the past, were different. But what I'm getting from my guides is that it's not the right time yet. This is about seeking your spiritual path of truth. Finding balance within yourself. This is Libra energy. Libra also talks about partnerships, right? It's like you want this partnership. Some of you, there's something with a marriage involved. Maybe this is also talking about something that happened in the past. Maybe some of you have been divorced before, or you're going through a divorce, and it's kind of turned your life upside down, but there's a lesson to be learned here from that. Again, that's for some of you, not for all of you. Some of you are wishing that divorce never happened. Some of you are wishing that things went differently. Maybe this has to deal with, for a few of you, because I see kids and I see justice. This is for a few of you. Something about some legal matter with custody of children. There's a reason why I'm saying that. There's a reason why I'm saying that. Again, that's for a few of you, or just one person. Maybe there's a legal matter here. You're getting caught up in the past. Maybe this has to do with forgiveness. Something that happened in the past. Maybe it does have to deal with a divorce. Or forgiveness for someone who didn't do right by you. Because even though this is not in the reverse, it's in the avoid position. This could very well be talking about how somebody didn't do right by you and forgiveness is being asked for. Maybe you're getting intuitive insights and downloads to forgive somebody or some people. That's for a few of you. But some of you are avoiding the truth. Some of you are not learning your karmic lessons, or you're trying to avoid something about your karmic lessons, the consequences of your actions, or the consequences and actions of somebody else. Again, I'm getting for some of you in counterpart connections that you're seeking justice. You want the truth. You want justice to be served. But what my guides are telling me is that it's not time yet. There's other things that both you and your counterpart need to do. You have to be fair with yourself. You have to learn to forgive. And you learn how to move forward and balance things in your life. Bottom of the deck is Page of Swords. This is a challenge that you can overcome. And some of you are being a little bit guarded because you're stuck in the past. Some of you want communication from this person, if this is resonating with you. Some of you, again, want the truth. You want things to be fair. But there's other things here, Scorpio, that need to be completed first, and a lot of it has to do with you and following your path towards your spiritual growth. This may also be dealing with social media. Maybe somebody blocked you on social media, Scorpio. And you're like, well, that wasn't the right thing to do. And you're like, oh man, you know, I miss talking to them and now I can't see what they're doing, or I can't talk to them on social media, that type of thing. That's trivial. Don't get caught up in that. Again, the sadness. If you're seeking fulfillment and happiness by this person and just talking to them all the time, that's why I was talking about seeking, you know, the people in my community or some other spiritual community. It doesn't have to be mine. There's other people here that can bring fulfillment. There's other people here who are going to be helping you seek the truth within yourself and doing the right thing for yourself. Okay, that's what I'm getting with this. But don't be guarded. Maybe somebody spoke to you, they were very blunt with their words. A little too frivolous. Maybe they didn't say nice things. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Maybe you didn't say nice things to somebody and they blocked you. Take it how it resonates. Again, it's a general reading. But main thing here is, Scorpio, don't guard yourself. It's like, no, I'm not letting anybody get past me. It's like, I'm going to cross my arms and, you know, whatever. I don't want to deal with this. Or it could very well be, like I said, you block somebody and you're like, nope, I'm not talking to you anymore. But think about that. All right. Don't be guarded. Don't be in this lower vibrational energy and have your ego get in the way, things like that. Just move on. If something happened with the past, you're saddened about it, just move on. Life goes on, right? Okay, Scorpio, we're going to see what guidance Spirit has for you. What guidance do we have for Scorpio? Thank you. That was fast. Ooh, alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Wasn't I talking about... What was I talking about? Was it this reading about building something for yourself? I did channel Temperance, and Temperance deals with alchemy. But yeah, you do have the Midas touch, Scorpio. And this is tying into the divination card. Your future fortune lies in the fact that you have the Midas touch right now, which is why you're getting all these intellectual, the spiritual downloads, these insights, your heightened psychic abilities. The universe is giving this to you to catapult you off to build something, right? Midas touch, I'm thinking of the King of Pentacles. You've got King of Pentacles energy right here. You can build what you want. You can create that abundance. You can utilize your skills, whatever it is that you're doing to build something for yourself with your abilities. You have that magic. You can create the magic elixir of your life. You just start, like in the Temperance card, saying, oh, this works with this and that works with that. Oh, I have this magic elixir of life that is going to bring me my bliss. And again, this is talking about building something for yourself with regards to your gifts. This is a time for you to build. You are the alchemist. You can create your reality like the magician. The magician and Temperance are in this card. So get to work. Especially because Venus is conjunct Mars right now, and I'm recording this on July 11th, 2021. In Leo, this is a new cycle, creating something like a new creative project. So get on that. Get on that, Scorpio. And look what's at the bottom. We have waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. Take advantage of these awesome astrological transits, you guys. Don't be wallowing in your sorrows. You're not alone. Start seeking other opportunities, other things for you to do. Raise your vibration. Ride those waves of prosperity, because everything that's coming in right now, and they are coming in waves with the downloads and things like I was talking about, utilize that to your advantage right now. Okay? Utilize that to your advantage. Oh, there goes my water. All right. Let's see what is coming to you with regards to love. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians. What is coming to Scorpio with regards to love, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, look at that. Gratuity. Being gracious. Abundant mindset. High frequency positivity, attracting what you want. I was just talking about maintaining a high vibration. Don't be low vibrational, because lower vibrational things attract lower vibrational things. Negative mindsets attract negative things. All right? So with regards to love, you need to attract what you want. If you want to attract this person, you got to be in alignment with that person. You want to attract unconditional love. You want to attract the love of a lifetime. You have to be in alignment with that. You are probably getting downloads and insights for that too. It's like, Scorpio, you really need to be focusing on this right now. You really need to elevate your gifts and focus on your gifts, because like I said, the work that I do, it has really skyrocketed my vibration to the point where I'm high vibrational practically 99% of the time. No joke. Some people think I'm full of shit. I don't care, but I'm speaking my truth here, because I've done a lot of work to get here. And when you are in this high frequency I was talking about earlier, you start attracting all this stuff. That's why I love doing what I'm doing here. To get to this place, it was a lot, but I don't have to go back to that other bullshit again. And this is exactly what God wants for you to do. If you want this counterpart to come back, if you want this, because you're reminiscing about the past with this person, if this is about a relationship or somebody that you care deeply for, and things aren't working out, again, with the telepathic communication, starting to telepathic communicate in the 3D, not focusing on, the 5D, not focusing on the 3D communication, you got to have an abundant mindset. The abundant mindset brings, abundance to you. Positive things bring positive energies, bring positive things, right? The law of attraction. And having the Midas touch, being the alchemist, again, you create your life. You create your destiny. But you have to be in alignment with what it is that you want. You have to communicate to the universe exactly what it is that you want. But you also have to feel like that. You also have to be in the feeling. If you want abundance, you have to feel like you're abundant already. If you want unconditional love, you want true companionship, you have to feel like you have it already. Being in that mindset and being high vibe, loving what you do all day, every day, the highest frequencies attract the highest of abundance. So in order for you to attract what you truly desire, some of you truly desire your counterpart, a true love, a mutual companionship. It's about companionship, not just romance. It's companionship. You have to be in alignment with it, and you have to be high vibrational. You stay low vibrational. That's why they want you to avoid 5 of Cups and 3 of Swords and all that stuff. You're going to continue to attract distorted masculines, to continue to attract lower vibrational jobs and people and relationships. You got to change your mindset, and you have to raise your vibration, especially when it comes to love. And you want to attract somebody who's going to be your best friend too. And I was thinking about this. The bottom of the deck is friendship. True friends, solid friendship, authentic, would do anything for you, always there no matter what. You do want someone who's going to be there for you no matter what. And I said you want to also attract somebody who's a best friend. There are so many people in these relationships. They seem like they're wonderful, but I can tell you right now from the relationships that I've seen, they're not best friends. It's more like a wife and a husband because of the programmatic rules. It's more of like a girlfriend and boyfriend, and it's like, oh, well, and they're so caught up in the freaking romance, it tends to be sickening sometimes, but they don't act as friends. It's like they act just as boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's just either just sex or just going out and being like, oh, you know, it's my boyfriend, my girlfriend, and everyone's caught up in like, oh, love, love, love. But what is love really? You want true friendship along with true love, not just true love. And a lot of people miss that. You want someone who's authentic, someone who's not codependent, someone that you are not codependent on, someone who hides their feelings, someone who is indecisive, someone who is not true to themselves. You don't want that. You can't have a true companionship with the person who is like that. You may think you have all the romance and stuff, but where's the high-fiving, acting like kids, you know, going on roller coasters together, doing crazy shit together, right? That's essentially what you also want in love. And if somebody is not always there for you, they are not worthy of your time. Absolutely not. But if you feel you're not worthy of your own time, you're not even worthy of yourself, you're going to attract people who are not worthy. You're going to attract people who are the same way. They're low vibrational. Authenticity is key here. And so is like being best friends on top of being lovers. That is awesome right there. Okay, ask a question. Shuffle in silence. I'll shuffle in silence while you meditate on it. Here you go, Scorpio. The situation will improve. Okay? But you have to do this. Take action. All right. There you have it, Scorpio. That concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't subscribed already, for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness. Starry out.